Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, June the 9th, 2021. My name is Attorney Torshell Feaster. I am the Administrative Hearings Officer or Blight Court Judge. Present via Zoom, we have the Administrative Hearings Clerk or Blight Court Clerk, Ms. Oliveris. Also present in the courtroom, Manningham. No, Manningham, yeah, I said it right. Okay. Also present in the court, we have our Neighborhood Safety Officer, Ms. Manningham. We are prepared to call our 1:30 p.m. docket. We only have one case that looks like we're going to do today for Ms. Manningham. The first matter we have on the docket is the address at 810 Asylum, file number EN 2006002. Alleged code violation of 31-81. Owner operator there is a Jason Brown. My understanding is that we had contact with the owner operator. They've asked for an adjournment on this matter. Based on that, we're going to adjourn this matter to the next hearing date for that address. And at that time, we'll try to get this matter resolved. So that matter is adjourned. And so the one case we have today from Ms. Manningham is the address at 1551 Kersley, file number EN 2006003. Alleged code violation of 31-81, which is the city's blight catch-all violation. The owner operator there is an upper deck contractor. It does appear from the file that I signed a notice of hearing on this matter back on the 8th of March of 21. That was set for 1:30 p.m. And that is based on a ticket from March 18th of 2020. It appears that there's no one present on the Zoom call, no one's contacted our officers. Service appears to be complete and correct. As a consequence of their non-appearance, I am prepared to enter a default judgment on the file if the facts do support that. We have Ms. Manningham, who I will swear in, who is covering for Mr. Dixon? Mr. Hensley? Mr. Waterford on this file. And so we'll swear her in and see if she has any evidence that will support a default judgment in this file. Ms. Manningham, do you swear to the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Thank you. I know this isn't your case originally. Do you have any information about this address that would be helpful to determine if a default is appropriate?
I wasn't able to get photographs or anything. I was going to get the street, appears to be in order, no trash or anything.
Okay. It appears that the testimony from Ms. Manningham is that she did visit the property today in question. The property does appear to be cleaned up and in appropriate condition. Although the resident or the owner did not appear, based on the fact that the property does appear to be in good condition and there is no evidence that there was a violation to put on the record today, I do think it's appropriate to just dismiss this matter based on those facts, and that will resolve that matter for today. Thank you so much, Ms. Manningham. Great to see you again. Have a good rest of the day. All right. We will move, thank you. We will move down the docket to the late fee portion of the docket. Either way. The late fee portion of the docket, the first address on that portion is the address at 834 East 7th, file number EN 2107600, alleged code violation of 39-7, which is the duty of the property owners to keep the premises free from litter. The owner operator there is a Adrian Smith. It does appear from the file that I did sign a notice of hearing, a judgment on the file back on the 25th of May of this year. That was for $210. That did not include a late fee. That was to be paid by yesterday's date, or they were to have appeared here today at 1:30 p.m. to explain why it's not been paid. There is no one present on the call. No one has contacted our offices. Payments does not appear to have been made. Service appears to be completely correct. Based on the fact that no one is present, no one's made contact, and the other facts that I stated, I do believe that a late fee is appropriate. We will add a late fee of $25 to the previous total of $210 for a new grand total of $235. We will send notice to the appropriate parties, and that will resolve that file for this afternoon. The next matter on the docket for today is the address at 2214 Aiken, file number EN 1904873. Alleged code violation of 39-7, which is the duty of the property owners to keep the premises free from litter. And 39-43, which is the accumulation of growth of weeds, grass, harmful vegetation deemed a nuisance. The owner operator there is a Baron and Ella Watson. And I'm going to call the next two files as well because they all appear to be owned by the same people. So that's going to be the address at 2217 Aiken, file number EN 1904879, same code violations, and 2218 Aiken, file number EN 1904881, same violations. Again, the owner operators there are a Baron and Ella Watson. Looking at these three files, it appears that I signed a judgment on each of these three files on the 25th of May of this year. For the file ending in 7/7, that was a judgment of $110 that was due by yesterday's date, or they were to have appeared here today at 1:30 p.m. to explain why not. For the file number ending in 7/9, that again was a $110 judgment that was due by yesterday, or they were to have appeared here today at 1:30 p.m. to explain why it's not been resolved. And the last file is also a $110 judgment. Payment was due by yesterday, or they were to have appeared here today at 1:30 p.m. to explain why it's not been paid. No one is present on the call. No one has contacted our offices. Service appears to be complete and correct in all three files. Payment does not appear to have been made. A late fee has not previously been added. Based on that information, and again, these were all set for 1:30 p.m. It is now approximately 1:50 p.m. Based on that information, I do believe that a late fee in each of the three files is appropriate. Adding a late fee to each file, starting with the 7/7 file, that new total will be $135. The 7/9 file, that total will be $135. And the 8/1 file, that total will be $135. That'll be all we have for these three files. That will resolve them for today. And the next matter on the docket is the address at 2210 Aiken, file number EN 1904897. Alleged code violation of 39-7, which is the duty of the property owner to keep the premises free from litter. The owner operator there is the estate of Maudie Brown. It does appear from the file that I signed a judgment in this matter back on the 25th of May of this year for $60. That was to be paid by yesterday's date, or they were to have appeared here today at 1:30 p.m. to explain why it's not been paid. No one is present on the call. A late fee has not previously been added. Service appears to be complete and correct, and payment does not appear to have been made. Based on those factors, I do believe that a late fee is appropriate. We'll add $25 to the previous total of $60 for a new grand total of $85. That'll be all we have for that file today, and that will resolve that file. I believe that concludes our docket for this afternoon. Based on that, we will go off the record. Thank you, Ms. Oliveris.
Thank you.